Hey, what's up, everybody? Pat here. Grateful, recovering alcoholic and addict. You guys been sticking around at all lately? You guys know I'm somebody that's very happy in my early recovery. I was also somebody that walked in active alcoholism and addiction for 40 straight years. Give or take a couple minutes here and there. But we've been covering different topics to talk about. Today, it's probably the most important one. I don't know how I haven't touched on it more earlier, but gratitude, guys. You know what? We talked. I've talked about. I've had a long road in addiction, right? And I found a new life in recovery that is beyond my wildest dreams, guys. And I'm really finding a lot of joy. But I also realized one thing that kept me alive, and like I said, I was out there for 40 years, guys. Yeah, I got, you know, I don't know, 5 years in jails and prisons, and 3.5 years on the streets. I've been through a lot, right? But I survived a lot, and one thing that always got me through, and even in my darkest days, man, one thing for some reason, I always had, and it's why it's so powerful, is gratitude. You can't necessarily control what happens to you, right? The only thing we really have control about over is the way we react to it, and that's one thing I've always known, even as a kid, going through the hell I was going through as a kid. One thing I understood was that the only thing I could really control was the way I decided to respond to things, right? And one thing I always chose was to not let things break me. And unfortunately, being an alchemist, I kind of put that as a challenge for the universe, and the universe threw everything it had at me for about 40 years, and so that's not necessarily a good idea. Don't challenge the universe, guys. It's ugly. Anyway, but. And I think one thing that's making it so good for me right now is the fact that I always manage to have find gratitude for something, right? Because there always is, guys. No matter how bad it is, man, you're breathing, right? So there's something to be grateful for right there, right? You know what I'm saying? You survived another day, something to be grateful for, right? And the thing is, when you can start to actually embrace that and literally decide that, literally, I'm not going to be this negative, miserable, person that so many times, so many people are, right? Let's put it that way. So many people are. And I get it. I understand. There's, very good reason. People inflict hell on us, right? We even inflict hell on ourselves. We go through hell. There's a lot of hate, a lot of pain, there's a lot of trauma, there's a lot of just, misery, right? But again, it is your choice on how you react to it. You can't necessarily control what happens to you, but you control how you react to it, right? And I'm telling you, it sounds so simple, but it's really profound, guys. And it's not necessarily easy. It's something I was born that way, so it came kind of natural to me. And even then, don't get me wrong, I didn't walk around smiling every day. I had a lot of anger, I had a lot of hate, but I always managed to come back to gratitude. Or even when I didn't realize I had gratitude, I always wanted to try and make somebody else feel better. And even if it was because I felt like shit, I was trying to just distract attention. But regardless, one thing I always tried to do was make somebody else feel better or show them the good in them, and I was good at that. It's a gift I have, right? I can find a blessing in just about anything. All right, but let me tell you, it got me through 40 years of what would break just about anybody really. I mean, as addicts, we have to be pretty tough just to survive what we survived, right? And but being grateful has been the difference for me, man. It's been an incredibly powerful thing. And as I've gotten into recovery, I realized that because I didn't even realize that until my head started to get a little bit clear, and I'm like, trying to find reasons for to embrace recovery, and trying to decide if this is something I even wanted to really get into early on, and was it that because I was getting to the point where I was feeling like is it worth another shot? Am I too old to try to start over again? And I had that strong faith. I have to get up when I fall, and let me tell you, yeah, like what a joke, man. This is amazing, right? Like I said, I'm very early in recovery, but I'm finding just like breaking out laughing randomly, right? Just having a great time, guys. Back in the gym. Tomorrow's my last day at work, and I'm starting back in business myself. Starting next week. Going through, I've touched on a little bit, right? I was, $6,000 behind in rent when I went to detox, right? And I've been home a couple weeks now, and I've been actually, knocking huge chunks of that off because I'm doing the right thing and finding opportunities and work, and people want to give me a break because they see I'm doing the right thing and I'm healthy again and I'm working hard and my heart's in a good place, my head's in a good place, and I'm trying to uplift people everywhere I go, and I'm trying to give back, and people are literally going out of their way to try and help me out and make things better. So I started another part of my IOP, which is intensive outpatient programming. For anybody that doesn't know, um, and met with the recovery specialist today, and one of the things she signed me up for was an emergency program they got for people that are behind in rent, particularly people that are struggling with addiction and mental health and things of that nature. So I started filling that paperwork out today, guys, and that's, with tomorrow being my last day at work and going, starting my own thing here, I mean, what a break, right? I mean, talk about, I talk about all the time. And for me, it's all about faith and in my relationship with God and prayer and introspection and meditation. And it's just when you do all these things, you buy in. Literally, if I didn't decide to do the IOP for myself, I wouldn't know about it. I would have no idea about this program, right? I got to fill this out in the next couple of days. I already spoke to my landlord. He's more than happy to help me fill out his end of it. And I mean, talk about taking the pressure off, right? Going into this new chapter in my life, and if I can get that back rent knocked out and a month's rent covered, I mean that's huge, right? How is that not a great thing? And again, it's because I've sat there and I've done the work, and I found my relationship with God, and I pray constantly. I pray earnestly. I pray. I literally study the art of prayer. I mean, if you get into it, guys, it if you want what I got and you want to feel how I feel, and I'm telling you, you do. It's getting pretty goddamn amazing. Do it right, man. Do it the way I'm doing. As a matter of fact, all right, there's a book I just wrote. I was reading in detox, and it really kind of opened my eyes quite a bit, and it did a lot for me. So it's constructive thinking, power through constructive thinking by Emmett Fox. All right, I'm telling you right now, guys, look it up. It's an amazing book. It's literally like the scientific breakdown of prayer, all the Psalms and the Bibles actually being really prayers that you can literally use for all the different things, and it's a really deep but fairly simple breakdown book, and it's profoundly powerful, guys. Profoundly powerful. Literally changed my life. But again, I was praying hard before that, and it's really stepped it up for me. But it also shows you guys the thing with gratitude is, right. And I mean, you've heard the slogans: "A grateful heart will never use," and it's not even about that. Although it is, but the thing of it is, guys, when you start working from a place of gratitude, you start seeing the good, and that's all it is. It's literally, there's good and bad in every situation. If you can start focusing on the good, you let a lot of the misery go. As you let the misery go, it makes room for more good. When you put out positivity, positivity finds you. I mean, that's literally simple math. I mean, it's undeniable. It's scientifically proven. It's literally facts, all right? And it's simple yet profound. So as you stop focusing on all the shit that's been done to you, and start looking at the goodness, or how much worse things could have been, or you get a little bit of gratitude and you start being grateful for the things that you do have, you're going to start attracting more things. You're going to start noticing other shitty behaviors that you want to get rid of, and it'll help you get rid of them. I mean, guys, it's not rocket science. It really isn't, but it's powerful, and it works. And I'm telling you, it works. I'm living it. It's why I'm doing what I'm doing. All right. And again, as my head gets clearer and I can put conscious thoughts together, I'll start explaining more and more why. And this is anybody else out there. This isn't strictly for addiction, guys. This is for life. All right. It really is. It's a simple law of attraction. It's a relationship with God. Again, for me, I find these things out when I'm praying, when I'm meditating. When I'm finding my love of this spiritual life, because it's everything, guys. I was so me-centered before, and that kept me in absolute hell. Literally, absolute hell. There's no way, if not for God, I would be alive right now. Guys, I've been dead twice. Actually dead twice, right? Like in the ambulance, no pulse, no heartbeat for a pretty extended period of time, dead twice. Never mind the car accidents and everything else, right? Nobody will ever tell me that God isn't real. I've seen the actual physical demonstration in my life. He changed my heart. He literally changed my entire world. He took the desire to use out of my heart, and that's something I haven't been able to say since I was 10 years old. Literally 10 years old, guys, all right? I've been doing something one way or another. Smoking pot, drinking, acid, mushrooms, I mean, you name it, guys. Molly, ecstasy, cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, fucking whatever. I think the only drug I haven't done is PCP because I've never found it, and if I had, I would have done that too. But literally everything else, guys, in extreme quantities, right? And yet, here I am, perfectly healthy, came through this unscathed. I have a complete new start ahead of me. I have unlimited potential left. God had a purpose for me all along, right? I have no shame, no guilt for what I've been through. As a matter of fact, I'm actually grateful, honestly grateful for everything I've been through, every minute of my life, because it's brought me to where I am right now. That is how good my life has become because of the power of finding my relationship with God. And it starts with gratitude, it starts with talking to your higher power. It's these little steps, guys. But they're profound, and you've got to do it. You can't half-ass anything. And don't get, and I'm not telling you it's gonna, you're gonna flip a switch and say, I'm gonna be grateful from now on. But plant the seed, man. Think about it, right? When you're having a really shitty day, stop and try and change it, man. Reset it, refocus. Work from a place of gratitude, and watch how quickly your blessings start to multiply. Watch how quickly your life starts to become abundant. Now, obviously, you got to get rid of the drugs. You got to fight addiction if you're an addict. And somebody else watching this video, you just want to make your life better. Then start with being grateful. Remember, the only thing you can actually control in this life is the way you react to situations. You're not going to control situations. You can't control what happens. I'm not going to stop the sun from coming up. I'm not going to stop the sun from setting. But somebody cuts me off in traffic, I don't have to flip out and start screaming. I can be grateful for the fact that some bitch didn't hit me, right? I mean, there's something to be grateful for in every situation. And when you start working from that perspective, watch how quickly your life changes. Watch how quickly good things start to happen. I promise you guys. I promise you. Give it a shot, man. I'm going to keep coming and keep telling you the shit 'cause I'm hoping somebody's going to get it. We can make a difference here, guys. It can make a difference. It can change your life. It can make you incredibly happy. You can take away your fear, anxiety. I literally have no fear, no anxiety about anything anymore because I know I'm good. I know I'm good. I know I have the tools. I've made it through everything I've made it through. I have the tools to handle anything. And I'm living from a good place now, so good things are starting to happen. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be bad days. This shit's going to happen. But nothing compared to what I've been through. My worst days behind me, guys. And I know that because I found my relationship with God. Find yours and watch how quickly it gets that way for you too. Guys, I say it all the time. I'll say it again today. No two of us are made alike. God makes no mistakes. There's a reason for every one of us being here. You have a divine purpose to fulfill. Find it, and everything else falls into place. If you're doing what your soul is meant to be doing on this earth, the universe will provide everything for you. I'm not saying you can sit back and do nothing, but I'm telling you, anything you need will be brought into your world, right? Into your energy field. I promise you. I swear on it. I'm betting my life on it, all right? I promise you I am. Guys, if you're out there, get the hell. It's too cold out there, man. Get into a detox. Get into a program. If you need somebody to come get you, leave me a message in the comments. I'll do anything I can to get somebody to you. But just give it a shot, man. Think about what I'm saying. Give it a shot, dude. 40 years I wouldn't have come on here and tell you how fucking miserable I was. But you know what? I'm that happy today. And I want to share it. We can make a difference in this world. Let's fix some stuff, guys. Just do better. Want better, do better, get better, okay? God loves you. I love you. Nobody else has told you that today. I do. We're all brothers and sisters here, guys. We have but one Father, right? Guys, be safe, get better, do better, want better, right? Thank you.